Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Welcome to Keep Flying.
I am a traveler. Not just an ordinary traveler, but a frequent traveler. Traveling to me is not just about moving from one place to the other. I travel for work and personal business. And with all this traveling I do, safety is my number one priority. Knowing my luggage is well looked after, and most of all, a team of people within the airport to assist me around. A self-check-in kiosk always comes in handy, and that way, I don't have to queue up and stare at my watch. I'm always on my smartphone and laptop while in the airport terminals, so Wi-Fi always saves the day. Oh, and grabbing a snack while I wait for my flight is key to keeping me calm.
Last calling for all passengers to board the flight to Livingston.
Oops, gotta go before I miss my flight.
Travel with a peace of mind and enjoy airport services at your convenience with the help of Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, Zambia's airport and air navigation provider. With a new shopping mall and hotel coming soon. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.
Hello and welcome to the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited radio program. My name is Kafala and I'm joined by Acting Director Airport Services, Mr. Friday Mulenga. Welcome to the program, sir.
Hi, listeners.
Sir, we would like to find out from you, what does Airport Services entail and what is the role of your division?
Well, airport services entails all the services that are provided by an airport, either to the passenger or to an airline. This is generally, and the general public, this is what it entails. And in terms of the role that we play as a division, as you know, Zambia Airports Corporation is segmented into two main divisions. There is the Air Navigation Services, which is a division, and also Airport Services, which is another division. Primarily, Airport Services is the provision of services to the passengers, well as air navigation is provision of services to aircraft operators. Now, on our role as the airport division is that we provide services to the passengers, such as car park services. When you go into an airport, you find a car park, so you park your vehicle there. Then we also provide you with what we call concierge services. This is when you go in the terminal building, you will find there are services there such as food courts, which are restaurants. Then you have retail services, which are banks. You have shops there. You also have postal services. And then you have information desk, which will give you all the information that you need, and the flight display, which will give you the information that you need to manage your flight. And then thereafter, you go through security screening, which is another service that we provide. And then you go to the check-in counters and check in for your flight. And then you go through, if it's an international flight, through what we call border services, which is the immigration to stamp your passport and allow you to leave the country. And then you will now go into the international departure lounge, where now we'll give you a very good customer experience in that we have duty-free shops there. We have nice, what we call CIP lounges, which is commercially important passengers are given CIP lounges. These are more or less like VIP lounges, so for your comfort. And then we also have nice restaurants there with international cuisine. So you name it, nice bars, for you to soak yourself with all sorts of drinks, that you can find at an international airport. So once that you've gone through that service, then now we have what we call, you have to go through security again. Again, if you're on international, which we call secondary screening, and then you go to your boarding gates, and from there you now board the flights, and you are escorted up to your aircraft until you board, and then depart that particular airport. So basically, those are the services we give on departure, and then vice versa on arrival. We will receive you, you disembark from the aircraft. We do provide equipment for you to disembark which we call passengers steps, and we also have various equipment to service the airlines, which will bring you to our airports. And then from there, then we will lead you into the arrivals hall, and in the arrivals hall you find there is immigration, and then there is also what we call baggage claim. You claim your bag, and then there are also other services such as lost and found. If you are unable to trace your bag, these are the people who will assist you to trace your bag. And then we have what we call customs, which is ZRIA. And then after that, you will exit the terminal building, again go to the concierge for concierge services, those who have car hire, who need car hire, vehicles. We do provide that service in the concourse, and also the many other services, the banks, the food courts, for the meters and greeters and the well-wishers. So they will meet you outside, and then again we'll provide you with car park services for you to enable you now exit the airport. So basically those are some of the services that we provide.
All right. Interesting. Now explain to us the difference between the airport and other companies such as airlines, and can people book flights from the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited?
Again, there is a distinction between the services that we offer and the services that airlines offer. Airlines are the ones who actually sell the tickets to you, and they will provide the aircraft in which you are going to fly to your destination. Whereas for Zambia Airports, basically ours is to do what is known as facilitation. We just facilitate for you to come into that airport, and then by road, of course, and then ensure that you have a wonderful customer experience whilst there, and then you board your flight and then fly to your destination.
Who are your main competitors?
Airports really, basically, our main competitors really, it's very interesting for you to know that major competitors is the road transport and the rail. These compete with us on domestic because they will also get a market share of our passengers into the various destinations on domestic. Again, international, we do have the same buses. They do bus people into Johannesburg. They do bus people into Harare and the neighboring, region. So you find that they really pose as major competitors for us. But also interesting for you is that, for you listeners, is that we as airports also compete, for the market share. So if you have got an adjacent airport like we do have Harare gives us a lot of competition when it comes to, passenger business. So we are in competition.
All right. So there are many airports in the region and on the continent. Well, and we know that these are undergoing upgrade projects. Why should airlines choose to fly into Zambia when they have other options such as Zimbabwe or South Africa?
Well, first and foremost, what brings passengers to Zambia is what Zambia has to offer. Zambia, in terms of its geographical position, is first of all the centrality. We are central. And then also Zambia has got the tourism, which attracts a lot of people from all over the world to come into Zambia. And Zambia also is one of the third largest copper producer. We have minerals in this country. So that will attract a number of investors, tourists, so to say, and people who come for government business. So you find that we have a lot of business to offer. And that's the reason why people choose to fly to us as opposed to them going to Harare and these other regional destinations. We are in competition quite all right, but we offer the best.
Now, the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited has said that the corporation aims to become the next regional hub. How do you plan to achieve this?
Well, like I said, that we are first of all centrally located geographically. Zambia sits among 8 neighboring countries. So that in itself provides us an edge in business. So you can only fly, it only takes you 2 hours to fly into any of the neighboring countries. So that really makes Zambia as a de facto hub. Even if we are not a hub now, we are a de facto hub. For instance, flights, the operators who are flying from the north, if they want to uplift fuel, you find that most of them will stop over in Zambia to uplift fuel because we are geographically, centrally located. So you find traffic from the south and north who will geographically want to stop over in Zambia for them to uplift fuel. So that makes us a natural hub in a way. So government, I think, has invested into aviation industry a total sum of $1 billion. So for the upgrade of Kenneth Kaunda International Airport and ancillary equipment to make this airport to become a regional hub.
This is Keep Flying.
If you've just tuned in, you're listening to Zambia Airports Corporation radio program. And my name is Kafala. With me is Acting Director Airport Services, Mr. Friday Mulenga, and we're talking the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited services that are offered. So how are you looking to improve service delivery to the traveling public, especially in light of wanting to become a hub?
Yes, like I said, our capacity now to handle passengers, we are only we have a capacity of 2 million passengers, and we are already doing 1.5 million passengers. So with the investment that I've just talked about of upgrading Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, we now have a new terminal building that will be commissioned this year. The capacity for the new terminal building is 4 million passengers. Now, with 4 million passengers, with state-of-the-art passenger facilitation equipment, definitely we will give our passengers the best, because in the new terminal we'll no longer be using the old terminal facilities where people have to walk to the aircraft, but there will be new equipment such as aero bridges. So that will be a plus to the service that we are offering at the moment.
So let's talk about the misconceptions that people have concerning the airport. What do you think is the biggest misconception people have about an airport or its operations?
The biggest misconception that they have about our current services, with our old infrastructure at Simon Mansaka Pwepwe in Ndola, Lusaka, apart from Livingstone, which has a fairly new terminal, is that when these passengers travel to other countries like, for instance, Dubai, mention London Heathrow and Johannesburg. Just to give an example of Otambo International Airport in Johannesburg here. When they come back, they really think that we are very backward, because of the old infrastructure. For instance, I mentioned about the aero bridges. Gone are the days that in all these other airports, in other destinations, will allow their passengers to walk to the aircraft. Because for us, our problem right now currently is that because we don't have aero bridges, although we have buses, but when you have adverse weather, for instance, during rain season, it becomes a challenge to move the passengers from the terminal to the aircraft. And that really poses a very big challenge to us. And those are some of the misconceptions. But I'm happy to mention that once we migrate to the new terminal, all those misconceptions that we are backward, we are not offering a modern service, they will all go. Because in the new terminal, believe you me, we have state-of-the-art equipment, starting from the car park, going into the terminal, the check-in system. Everything in the new terminal is state-of-the-art, and I'm sure our passengers will have a very good customer experience.
As we come to the end of this program, any additional comments?
Well, all we just want is to appeal to our passengers that please be patient with us. We only have a few months before we migrate to the new terminal. So bear with us. I know that you have labored, we've gone through this hardship, but believe you me, once the new terminal is open, all these things will be in the past. So I want to encourage you to fly, because unfortunately for us, flying has not been our culture in Zambia. A lot of people would like to go by road, but we want to encourage you to keep on flying. Please, let's fly. Let's change this culture of going by road transport, because it takes you 6 hours to go by bus from Lusaka into Ndola or the Copper Belt. But when you fly, it only takes you 1 hour. So you save on time and also save on other costs. I thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you very much, listeners.
This is Keep Flying.
All right, so that was Acting Director, Airport Services, Mr. Fried Mulenga, and we've been talking about the services that are provided at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Well, my name is Kafala, but before I go, just a reminder, follow Zambia Airports Corporation Limited on Facebook, follow them on Instagram as well as Twitter, or you can visit their website on www.zscl.co.zm. From me, it's stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the broadcasting.
I am a traveler. Not just an ordinary traveler, but a frequent traveler. Traveling to me is not just about moving from one place to the other. I travel for work and personal business. And with all this traveling I do, safety is my number one priority. Knowing my luggage is well looked after, and most of all, a team of people within the airport to assist me around. A self-check-in kiosk always comes in handy, and that way I don't have to queue up and stare at my watch. I'm always on my smartphone and laptop while in the airport terminals, so Wi-Fi always saves the day. Oh, and grabbing a snack while I wait for my flight is key to keeping me calm.
Last calling for all passengers to board the flight to Livingston.
Oops, gotta go before I miss my flight.
Travel with a peace of mind and enjoy airport services at your convenience with the help of Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, Zambia's airport and air navigation provider. With a new shopping mall and hotel coming soon. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.